we'll get to your films. But with your health, you also had some like dark phase of your life in between all of this.
We just bought a house. Our daughter was 2 years old. So we had a lot of responsibilities. And then there was a point where like, okay, you have to go on dialysis now. Like your kidneys are not working. I'm planning, I'm telling my wife, you know what? This is the insurance. It will get this much money. I don't think so. This is going to last for that long. I got a call from my nephrologist like, hey, are you available? There's a kidney available for you. The Tom Baker Cancer Center and the Kidney Transplant Center is one of the biggest in North America in Calgary.
First is India is not for beginners. You know the memes that you see. Indian creativity is like beginners. Next level.
So I was submit my headshots to this and that. And then I got featured in a small role in a Canadian feature film. I won a short film, super best foreign short film in Niagara Film Festival. And then it won the best short film in Toronto Arts and International Film Festival.
How does one balance running multiple businesses, creating award-winning films, and fighting for their health all at the same time? Hello and welcome back to the Neha Jog Podcast. Our today's guest is Manas Kutharia. He's a physiotherapist in Calgary, and beyond the medical world, he's also a passionate storyteller and a creator. On Instagram, he shares content with over 13,000 followers, and he is the mind behind several short films. He not only directs but also acts. His latest short film, Beyond the Bridge, has won 3 awards. What makes Manas's journey even more inspiring is that while building his clinics, creative projects, he was also navigating serious health challenges and had a kidney transplant right here in Calgary, Canada. This episode is for you if you are a creative, an entrepreneur, or anyone who's ever wondered how to keep moving forward when life throws everything at you all at once. Make sure to watch this episode till the end to hear his inspiring story of resilience, creativity, and reinvention. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as it really helps and motivates me to bring more such valuable and inspiring conversations to you, like this one. So without any further ado, let's dive right in with Manas Kutharia. Hello Manas, welcome to today's episode.
Thank you for having me.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So let's start by introducing yourself to our guests, to our viewers.
My name is Manas, and I'm an entrepreneur, a physiotherapist by the day, and I'm an artist by the evening.
That's fun. You wear so many hats and you're like multi-talented. So from what I know, you are a physiotherapist, you have a couple of clinics in Calgary, you're a content creator, and you also have been making short films.
Yes, I have.
So how did this journey start, especially with your content creation? Let's focus on content creation first.
How did content creation started for me?
Which year did you start?
2016.
Oh, that's way long ago.
Yeah, 2016. I was just looking for an app for editing a video in a park with my dog.
Okay.
And I came across Musical.ly app.
Okay.
So Musical.ly app, I don't know if you remember, Musical.ly app is now TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
So Musical.ly app, I just was like, okay, let's just do a nice, cute video of my dog going up and down a seesaw and whatnot. And then one day I was opening the app and I was like, "Arey, Smith, we can lip sync to like famous dialogues of movies." And then it was all like Bollywood and Hollywood movies. And I was like, growing up, I always did all of that. So I was like, why not? I can try. And I just like get into it. And then it became TikTok. And I used to do it for fun, during my free time and stuff like that. And I enjoyed it a lot. Just recording itself, and because I did theater back home.
Okay,
I did theater back home.
In India?
In India.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, it's been here, and then so it's a good, break from everything else. So I started and did like a couple videos, and I think one of those videos just took off. It got viral and it got like 10,000 followers. Then I did more. It was like 35,000. It just grew very, very fast.
Okay. And it was like way in the early days of like content creation and also social media, right?
Yeah. Instagram was not big at that time.
Yeah.
Instagram is huge now, but because TikTok got banned in India.
Yeah, that's right.
After COVID. And then my account was just like nothing after, because all my followers was in India. I was in Edmonton. TikTok got banned. In my account just like crashed pretty much. Like there was nothing happening in
Yeah,
that
because
account.
most of your followers were in India.
Yeah, it was all Bollywood stuff.
Right.
It was all Bollywood funny reel, Johnny Liver, Akshay Kumar, and all that stuff. Shah Rukh Khan, and we used to just do those funny reels and copy Andaz Apna Apna, Amir Khan, and all that stuff. So I did a lot of that. I had fun doing it. I was just alone in the balcony, just recording this and doing it, just having fun.
Right.
So
did you continue doing the TikTok still then?
No.
You stopped?
I've done TikToks for my educational videos for my physiotherapy clinics now.
Oh, okay.
So we have around this pretty good following there. So we get some clients from there.
Oh,
So
okay.
on TikTok, I do educational videos like how to stretch your lower back, or what to do to correct your posture, or
Okay, so
So we
now
do
your
that.
TikTok is informational.
yes, and
Okay.
it's because it's banned there. It is still in US and Canada.
Yeah, we still have TikTok here.
Yeah, so I use it sometimes, but I haven't done a lot lately.
Okay. So, and when did you start creating content on Instagram?
I think it was during COVID.
During COVID. Okay.
And during COVID, it was all Instagram, and Instagram kind of upgraded a lot of its features. Like you can edit them and you can record them. And then I actually started making like funny skits and reels
Right.
in
right.
our own voices. So that's how it started on 2020, 2019.
Yeah, I think I missed the social media buzz during COVID time because I was busy taking care of my newborn child. I just
Yeah.
had my baby during then.
Yeah.
But people who started content creation or did that during COVID time, it was like a boom.
Yeah. If you had
And-
time, because you had a lot of time.
Lot of time, and that's all people were doing, like watching content and
Yeah.
yeah.
Then my daughter was born in 2019.
Oh yeah.
So she was not a COVID baby. She was a pre-COVID baby. So,
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah.
But I was just taking care during COVID and
yeah.
rather busy making food than making content. We were just cooking and having fun during
I
that
made a
time.
lot of content on Instagram with because she was only like a couple months old.
Right.
So I would just make a lot of content with her sometimes.
Right.
And it didn't have big following on Instagram. It was just lots of friends and family members that, oh, this is funny. And they would share it, and then it kind of grew from there.
Yeah, and I see your reels these days. You do a really good job. How do you get these ideas to create like reels?
Ideas are, every day we have ideas, right? So it will just hit me one day. I'll be sleeping and say, oh yeah, we can do this. Oh, we can do this. And then like even we having conversation right now, maybe a funny idea will come out of this like podcast or something.
Right.
They just say something funny and it become a reel.
I totally relate to this because while I was like making lifestyle vlogs, and like me and my husband, if we would say something to each other and it was so funny, and
Yeah.
I knew it was so relevant. If I make a reel out of it, it would be so much fun.
Yeah, it's life basically. Everyday
Exactly.
things, right?
Yeah.
Husband, wife banter,
Exactly.
girlfriend, thoughts that you don't tell your husband, but you are saying it out loud.
That's true.
You're cursing at your wife, you're cursing at your partner, you're not saying it out loud.
Right.
It's a funny reel. Yeah.
Exactly. Do you have any goal with your Instagram, like, or do you want to become an influencer, or is it just for fun that you're doing this?
No, I'm an artist. I love acting. So Instagram is just like a practice for me.
Okay, so your outlet of your creativity.
Yeah, so just like keep my acting skill, keep practicing and all that stuff. But I'm not looking to like make it. I mean, if it happens, I wouldn't complain.
Okay. Okay.
Right. But
for now, you just do it for fun.
I'll do it for fun. But
And
my main is
creativity.
mostly doing films right now. So that's where
Right.
my main focus is. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get to your films, but with your health, you also had some like dark phase of your life in between all of this.
Mm-hmm.
How did that start? What happened?
2019, I was dealing with some kidney issues a long time ago, and I knew there was something wrong, but doctors always said, it's fine, you can live with it, and there's nothing goes wrong for the longest time.
Okay.
One in like 100,000, 200,000 person will decline super, super fast. So I was
Okay.
that lucky one.
Would you mind sharing a little? What
Yeah,
exactly
sure.
was it?
So you know how your kidneys are your filters of your body, right?
Right.
Whatever you take, you drink, they are basically filtering out all the toxins every day.
Right.
So some diseases can cause that kidney function to go down. So when
Okay.
you go to test, there's something called EGFR.
EGFR.
So that test tells you how much percentage your kidney is functioning. Like
Okay.
100%, 90%. If it is over 60 or 70%, it's normal.
Okay.
Like for me, there's a genetic disorder was diagnosed long time ago,
Okay.
but it's like, this is fine. You should be okay. But I think 2019 to after 2021, it started declining very, very, very fast.
So you had to keep doing tests, like what your kidney functioning is at that point.
Yes. So you get a nephrologist, you go and they keep you on these like monthly tests, and they'll call you after. It's like, oh, your kidney is now 50%. And then for me, it started for 50%, it went down to 40, then 30, then 25, then 20, then 18. And it was like every month, it just went down, 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 down.
Okay.
And then there was a point where like, okay, you have to go on dialysis now. Like your kidneys are not working.
Okay.
So then I started dialysis. And
so, like, sometimes, like, even if you knew, like, you had this genetic disorder and you will be going through this at some point of time in your life, still, when you actually had to face it, like, okay, now I have to go on dialysis. How was it? Because, I've realized in life through my personal experiences, knowing something, being prepared for it, you think like you're prepared. Okay, I know this is coming.
Yeah.
That's fine. But when it actually comes, you are very different. It hits you differently.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
No, it's when you are in the middle of it, it's basically survival mode.
Yeah. And especially you said you had your baby around the same time, right?
So 2021, we moved to Calgary. I opened my clinic and the clinic was brand new. It was a brand new business, brand new investment. We just bought a house. Our daughter was 2 years old. So we had a lot of responsibilities. Right?
Totally, yeah.
And then we just moved to a new city. We're starting a new life. And then it just hits you like, okay, now you have to go on dialysis. So when dialysis itself is very hard because you're going to a center or a hospital. In my case, you go 3 times a week. You are hooked up with the machine for 6 hours.
6 hours?
6 hours, 3 times a week, every time you go. So I would go see my patients during the day, and I will drive to the hospital and come home around like midnight or 1, get the dialysis done, and then go to bed and then repeat the cycle for the same time.
Just to let you know, like my father-in-law, he had a kidney disease as well, and he was on dialysis.
Yeah.
So, and I've seen other people as well. So I've seen this disease very closely.
Yeah.
Like, even though, like you're saying, I used to go there, it is done, I'll come back home.
Yeah.
It's not that easy. Even during dialysis, your blood pressure will drop.
Yeah.
And then you have to, your salt intake has to go up. You can't drink enough water because your kidneys are not functioning. There is just so much amount of water you need to drink.
So there is a restricted amount of water you can drink. My diet was pretty much just green juice, bit of oats, millet flour, gluten-free, no fried food, obviously like no caffeine. The doctor told me not to work out because you cannot break your muscles. So it will also load the kidneys.
Oh, okay.
So it's not easy. And when they're taking all the blood out of your body and they're putting it back in, so the pressure changes significantly.
Yeah.
So what happens with that is once the dialysis is done and you come home after 3 or 4 hours, for some people, and it was for me, your blood pressure will go up and down. Like it will fluctuate up and down. So my blood pressure would shoot up to like 220 by 120. And you would get these like severe headaches.
Yeah.
So I think within, I did dialysis for a few months and I was in the hospital even after dialysis at least 4 to 5 times because I couldn't sleep. My head would throb and my body would ache after dialysis.
And even there might be restrictions on the medications that you can take.
Yeah, it's just blood pressure medications and they did not work for the most time. So sometimes I'll come home and I'll be sleeping. I'll just wake up with like this throbbing headache. I take my blood pressure. It's like 220 by 125. So the risk is at that time, if it is not monitored or does not come down, you might end up having a stroke.
Oh.
So I would call the emergency, ambulance, and then they'll take me to the hospital again. I just left the hospital. I go back again.
Okay.
And then I say, hey, I just did dialysis. And then they just put me in okay, you will sleep here tonight.
Okay.
So we'll just monitor you and give you more blood pressure medication. So that happened multiple times because the headache would not let you sleep. And if you don't get your sleep, you can't function the next day.
Yeah.
And the next day and the following day, you still have to go back on dialysis to repeat the same cycle.
Okay.
So yeah, it sounds like, okay, Gaya, you just go get dialysis done and you went on your life. No, it's a struggle. Yeah. Physically and mentally, it takes a toll on you for sure.
Yeah. How did you manage your new business, like the clinics that you started during that time?
I was lucky enough to get the transplant within a few months.
How many months?
I think 2.5, 3 months I was on dialysis. And then I got on the list and I got a call that the transplant is done. But post-transplant is also a recovery for 1 year. You're on a very strict diet. You have to do a lot of blood tests every 2 weeks initially. And then for 6 months. And then every 2 weeks for 3 months. Then every 3 weeks for 3 months. And every once a month for 3 months. And then once every 2 months for 3 months. Now at once every 4 months right now. 3 years now.
3 years since your transplant?
Yeah.
How was your transplant experience?
Terrifying.
Yeah?
Yeah, terrifying. I got the call and they said, okay, it was so funny because I was at work and then I got a call from my nephrologist like, hey, are you available? There's a kidney available for you. So I said, okay, great. So she's like, oh yeah, you have to be here now.
Huh?
Yeah. And it's like, okay, can I call you back? I just to talk to my wife. I'm in the middle of my work. I'm seeing my patients. She's like, okay, you have a couple hours to decide. And I call my wife. It's like, hey, there's a kidney available at the hospital. I'm a match. Can I go? She's like, yeah, go now. It's like, can I wait for another one? Maybe they just call me right away.
Oh.
She's like, no, this is not how it works.
Yeah, and there's so much of suffering with the dialysis. Why would you want that?
No, that was the first reaction because it was such a big news.
That's true.
Like, yeah, you have to go now. I have patients right now.
Maybe you were not prepared.
I was not prepared.
Right.
And then I called the doctor. It's like, hey, how long can I wait? I was like, no, you have to come now. You only have 24 hours or 48 hours that we can save it and you can get it done. Wow. And then we just made arrangements. We went to the hospital and got it done.
This is like a surprise bomb dropping on you.
It is. It was a good bomb.
It is obviously a good bomb, but you just need to be prepared, right? Look, from where I come or the experience I have seen back home in India, they know months ago that your transplant is going to happen 2 months. There is a match, but wait for 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Because maybe it's different because there was a live donor, maybe the family member is donating the kidney.
Yeah.
So, you could plan that. Okay, we are a match, I'm donating, and we can do this 2 months ahead.
Yeah.
But in your case, maybe that wasn't
it was different.
It was different, yeah.
They have a Canadian kidney donor program here.
Okay.
In which they put you on a list based on your criteria, your age, your blood type and everything. My wife was supposed to donate the kidney for me. And she was luckily a perfect match.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, this is good. But I did not wanted her to do that for the longest because there will be a certain point where we both will be in the hospital and our daughter will have no parent.
Right.
That thought in my mind is I will be under surgery and she will be under surgery.
Yeah, obviously
that
both
was
will
the very
have to.
Scary part.
Yeah.
So, but because of the program, what happens, people who are organ donors, and if they pass away, so their organs are available. So I got the kidney from a guy, God bless his soul. He was, I think, in a motorcycle accident or something. There was some accident happened and was a young guy. And then he was like a perfect match.
Okay.
Yeah.
And correct me if I'm wrong. And also for the viewers, I think, especially for who lives here in Canada, behind your Alberta health card, you can sign like if something was to happen to me, you can take my organs away. I want to donate my organs. Like, how do you decide this while you're still alive that you want to donate your organs?
Yeah, what are you going to do with the organs after you're dead? You might
But
as well
there are
give
some
it.
people who don't want to do it, you know?
There are some religious beliefs
Exactly.
behind it. Like my wife is an organ donor even before she knew all of this. Like I'm very spiritual, she's spiritual. We're not very religious people, but like we're just, a piece of meat after we're dead.
Yeah.
So if that can help somebody to give another life, why not?
But I'm like trying to ask, like, how do people do this?
So when you go and register your license,
Your
or use
driver's license?
it doesn't have to be an Alberta health card.
Okay.
When you go to the registry and renewing your license, there is an option.
Okay.
Would you like to be an organ donor? Yes or no?
Okay.
I may be wrong, but that's how I did it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's like, yes, I would like to be an organ donor.
Okay.
Yes, or I don't remember registering it with the doctor or Alberta health card.
Right.
I think that's not probably what
if
it
I
is.
find the information, I'll put it in the description or on the screen as well. So,
Yes, yeah.
people are more aware, and I have seen so many people suffering. It is such a good cause.
Yeah.
Like if you could help someone who's living, why not, right?
Why not?
I am an organ donor as well. The only
Okay.
way I know is like I've signed behind my Alberta health card
Yeah.
that I would want to donate my organs.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Yeah, I think maybe right. Alberta health card is one of, but I remember doing it on buying when I was doing my license.
okay.
Yeah, it could be both.
Obviously there must be.
Yeah.
So did you said yes?
I said yes now. Like if something to happen to me, like there are a bunch of organs which could be used. No,
Yeah.
obviously not the
Not,
kidneys.
no,
Not the
for the
kidney.
organ donation when they called you, you said yes.
No,
But-
they don't call you. Yes.
Yeah.
They said yes. Because kidneys available, then yeah.
You
obviously.
just had to pack your bags
Yeah,
and
I
go.
packed my bags. I told my family. I called my parents. I was like, "Hey, this is happening. I'm going in."
How was their
And-
reaction?
They were happy.
They were happy. Okay.
Because we were, I'm from Delhi, from India, so we were already planning for my family members to to find potential donors. So
Okay.
one of the plan was I can go back home, or my sister could donate, or my uncle could donate. They were match, but it just happened too fast.
Yeah,
So
right.
we were already preparing for it. Like, okay, we can go to India. We can, plan 3-4 months. I'll stay there, take care of recovery and all that stuff. But I was just lucky.
Lucky
I
you
was
got
very
it, yeah.
lucky. Yeah.
And so when your kidney transplant operation happened, how was your experience?
Very good, actually.
Yeah.
They do a phenomenal job here.
Yeah.
The Tom Baker Cancer Center and the Kidney Transplant Center is one of the biggest in North America, in Calgary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't know that until I was in there.
Yeah, I'm knowing this one.
Even the surgeons, post-surgery care was very good. They have a program for post-kidney transplant patients, which is lifelong.
Oh, okay.
So I'm in that program for lifelong now.
What does this mean?
So I have a dedicated nephrologist, a specialist, a dedicated nurse, a dedicated department where I'm registered, and they check on me every few months.
Okay.
They review my medication. We do blood tests, just make sure everything is scanned if anything is needed.
Also because they have to keep an eye on how your kidneys are functioning because it's a donated kidney.
Yeah. So they
Okay.
have to monitor how the kidney is functioning. They always monitor the EGFR test.
Right.
They do that every few months to make sure it's normal.
Right.
Any symptoms, and they educate you a lot, how to take care of everything, and diet wise and health wise and lifestyle wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you have to pay anything for this surgery?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Zero. That's a blessing in Canada.
Yeah.
Everybody here is like, oh, Health Canada system is too slow. It takes forever to see the doctor. Is in back home let's just go and we can just call our doctor.
Yeah.
It's just easy. Yes, to a certain degree, it's a system is a bit slower, But when it comes to cancer treatment, when it comes to transplant, liver transplant, kidney transplant, like they take care of you. If this has to be done in India, for example, you would spend, I don't know, hundreds and thousands of rupees, right?
Yeah, lakhs.
Exactly. And then even you go for dialysis, it's paid every session.
Yeah.
So when I was on dialysis, we didn't pay for dialysis. All I
Okay.
had to pay for a parking ticket when I used to go to the hospital. Even in that, they gave me a parking pass with a discounted rate.
Okay.
So, like,
Because you had to go in so regularly.
yeah, all the dialysis people will go on, like, they have a schedule twice a week or thrice a week and everything. But I didn't spend a dime.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting distracted here. But
Yeah.
you used to drive back and forth
Yeah.
after your dialysis?
Yeah. I used to drive myself.
That's little like,
Scary.
Yeah. Like because you've just had your dialysis, maybe your blood pressure drops or goes up while driving, but you were able to do that.
Yeah, they won't let me leave the hospital if my blood pressure was not normal.
Okay. Once it's normal.
Yeah.
But also there is a lot of weakness after you do dialysis.
Yes.
You're not like as strong as you are right now.
No.
So, but you were still able to manage driving back and forth.
I had to, like, there's no other option.
Yeah.
Sometimes I Uber.
Okay.
But mostly I just wanted to feel that I'm handling the situation. Because as a man, I was like, no, I can do it. I can tough it out,
Right.
Because when the news came, I was like, this is the worst. Like nothing worse can happen after this,
Right.
So let's just get into survival mode. So my survival mode is just like, I will take the lead and I'll do as much as I can. I had friends, sometimes they'll drop me off, they pick me up.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I've always been a very active guy. So I've been an entrepreneur, came alone, did everything alone, like super hyper independent person.
Right.
And you tell that person, no, you have to lie down on bed for like 6 hours and you're done,
Right.
So that did not sit very well with me.
Okay.
No, I'm going to drive myself. And then, so there are two types of dialysis.
Okay.
They have to find two different points of entry in your heart, where the blood goes in and comes out, right? I'm not sure what your
Father-in-law
had. So there is one fistula which goes in your arm.
Yeah, he had that.
He had that.
Yeah.
And there is one option is a central line.
Okay, no, I don't think
so
he had
central line is they basically put a line main in your heart from here.
Right.
And then you have a catheter in and out. Plug coming out, hanging off your chest.
Okay, yeah.
So I had that.
So when his fistula failed, because even that failed.
That could fail. Yeah, that could fail.
Then he had that.
Yeah.
Some point of time.
Yeah.
But then they put another fistula in another hand.
Yeah.
But he had the fistula, not the central line.
It was funny because when doctors said, "Oh, you have to get the fistula installed about 3 months before you go on dialysis," and I was like, "I'm not going on dialysis because it will heal on its own." Because I was in denial. And I was working with a naturopath. You know how we go call
right?
Like
we have Indian
Ayurvedic and naturopath, this and that. So green juice, ginger juice, turmeric, and all that stuff. I did all of that.
Okay.
So I was in denial. I'm not going on dialysis. And then she's like, no, you have to get fistula. And I went on Google and started looking at this fistula. It's so ugly pictures. So, and I told my nephrologist, like, look, I work with my hands because I have to see patients.
Right.
I'm like stretching them, moving the bodies around, like lifting their legs. So it's like, okay, why don't we just do a central line? So I didn't even know it existed. So he said, no, we're just going to put a line through your heart and it's going to hang out there.
You preferred that?
I said, okay, let's just do that.
Okay.
Let's just do that.
Okay.
And then, so you just have to take care of it, when you're showering and all that stuff, it would like hang like this from your chest here.
Yeah.
So I had the central line. So I was physical, like I was be able to like drive, luckily.
Okay.
But when people are older, because I was only 37 when it happened. So I was still active. Like I was doing a lot of, I would go to see my patients like 6-7 hours a day. But I would crash. I didn't have much energy. It was a limited amount of energy. Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But like, good for you. Coming back to the medications and the cost part, like I got distracted. How about medications? At least you have to pay for medications?
No.
No?
So there are some medications which are covered by the government, the major ones, but very mild portion of a medication, like basic medication, will be covered through your benefits.
Benefits. Okay.
Yeah. So like blood pressure medication, which is pretty standard.
Yeah.
Blood pressure, cholesterol medication. Those are the two which can be billed under insurance. The rest, everything else is paid by the government.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when you're on dialysis, you need everything.
Yeah.
You need your electrolytes, you need your iron, you need pretty much everything. The water content, everything which your blood needs has to be given externally. And I remember there was iron injections that was covered by the insurance, by the government actually.
By the government?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't have to spend a lot of money now.
Yeah. I think people who complain about healthcare, that is for your regular day-to-day life, right?
Yeah.
Like maybe my bone broke or I just fell off or
Yeah.
I'm having fever and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But when it comes to major life-threatening
Yeah.
diseases, it is really good. That's when you like
That's
actually
when
come
you
to
really
know.
understand
Yeah,
like
exactly.
what value you have as a Canadian citizen.
Right.
You know, nowhere else you can get free healthcare. Like, I mean, there are certain countries in Europe, I guess, you can get free healthcare.
Yeah.
But Canada, compared to US,
Yeah. No, but even in India, there is free healthcare if you
Yeah.
go to municipal hospitals. But the service, like the world-class service that you get here
yeah,
with free healthcare is like amazing,
yeah, no,
right?
it's blessing for sure.
Yeah. And when you go through such incidents in your life, that's when you understand the importance of it.
Yeah. I used to complain about that before too.
Before,
It's
yeah.
like, when I was in back home, I would just call my doctor and, all the medications are there. They'll see us like right away and there's no waiting time. And after this thing happened, like such high respect for the system. It's like, you know what? It's not bad.
That bad, right?
Yeah, you have to
Totally.
just understand how the system works.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, we have less doctors in Alberta because I'm in medical field. I can see that. Yes,
Yeah.
we have less surgeons. We need more doctors. We need more surgeons in Alberta, but they're still making it work.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of doctors coming from UK, and
Yeah.
then government has made less restrictions in terms of licensing and all that stuff. So a lot of healthcare professionals are now coming to Alberta.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think government is trying to because a lot of people complaining and there's so much pushback from the public
Yeah.
to the government. They're trying to make it work.
Yeah.
How was your post-surgery care?
My post-surgery care was very good, actually. I had to
How
go
long were you in the hospital?
for a week.
For a week?
For a week, yes.
Okay.
And then I think they took really good. They monitor you very, very closely. And then I got discharged after a week, and even after discharge, they gave me a program to follow.
Okay.
So I would go back to the hospital once a week to get blood tests done. Initially, they will do the test in the hospital because it's difficult for you to drive. You can't drive, you can't bend. You have like a bunch of stitches, and then they have to take the stitches off after a few months. And then after like 6 to 8 months, it was pretty close to normal.
Back to normal.
Yeah, and the diet was normal.
Okay.
So
you
now I could eat food.
Okay.
I could eat whatever, and now I enjoy everything. I eat everything now.
And drink as much water as you want.
Sometimes I drink alcohol.
Okay. Even
So,
that is okay.
Yeah, that's okay. It's pretty
Okay.
much back to normal
Okay.
now, right? So from eating no gluten, no dairy, none of that, I'm eating like samosas, I'm eating like fried chicken, I go out to eat. There's no restriction now.
Okay.
So it's
But do they recommend like you do this, you follow this? Or is it like no,
So post-transplant, you have to be on medications for lifelong.
for
So-
lifelong?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's medications to prevent your body from attacking the new organ, because that is not your organ. That's not your kidney. That's a foreign kidney,
That's a
right?
foreign object in
So
your
there's
body.
immunosuppressants that you have to take every day,
Okay.
so your body doesn't attack the new kidney.
Right. Because your immune system thinks this is foreign object. Just fight it.
Exactly.
It should not do that.
So you're on those medications for the rest of your life. Plus, you're on some medications on blood pressure to maintain that. This is very mild steroids, but they recommend you have a good lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you have a good routine, you exercise, you eat healthy, just maintain a healthy life. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, like being in hospital or having to go through this procedure back home in India, from what I know, you always have to have a family member with you because they'll have to run around for you to bring you food, to bring you medications if you need some supplies, because hospital doesn't do that.
Yeah.
It's your family members who will have to do all that for you. Here it is not possible because or they don't even it's not a policy here. Your family has to work and live their own life, like go to work, because how are you going to pay your bills? And how was that, did you feel lonely? How was your mental health for the long time that you were in the hospital, even for a week?
So my mental health just went down when I was on dialysis.
Okay.
Right. Because when you are on dialysis at that young of an age, it basically gives you perspective, So I remember like the dialysis room, I used to go at night.
Yeah.
So my room was next to another 20, 30 people room. And then they'll hook me up and then dialysis starts. And I was like, I would watch a movie or whatever, I'll fall asleep or something. But then it's just looking at yourself, hooking up with two lines, blood coming in, blood going out. And it's happening for a few weeks. I was like, okay, you know what? I can do this. But it catches up on you. So I remember one night there was like other older people in the same unit. It's a very big unit. Like they have like 50 beds.
So it's like a hall with all the beds.
At nighttime, it looks very scary.
Right.
Because people are in pain and they're screaming at night and nobody's coming to say, nurse will come, no, doctor is not here. They can't really do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing all of that. So my mental health was like, you know what, this is it, man. Like this, I'm done. So I'm planning about like life insurances for my daughter. I'm planning like, I'm telling my wife, you know what, this is the insurance. It will get this much money. I don't think so this is going to last for that long. So that took a toll initially. But then it was, like I said, it's a survival mode. So you're surviving every single day.
Yeah.
I remember I had a separate room because my daughter was very scared. Like, Daddy, what is this?
Okay.
So I would hide that from her. She didn't even know. I mean, she knew. Sometimes she'll watch me like, changing clothes and stuff. But I would sleep in a different room at nighttime because I don't want to disturb them. So yeah, it was very like, it was like deathbed for me. So like, okay, you know what? This is it. This is how I'm gonna go. And you don't last long on dialysis. They gave me maybe a few years, and if you don't get transplant, this is it. It's like, okay, well
that is very mentally like challenging,
it
right?
Is. Yeah.
And when you said you're like a strong, independent human being, and if it affected you, not everyone is like that.
Yeah, no, it was hard. But I think I was just lucky to get the transplant.
Okay, just a thought popped up in my mind. Like North America, they take mental health very seriously, especially when things like these happen. Did they offer you any counseling sessions or something?
They did.
Did that help?
And I said no.
You said no?
I said no.
What's up with men in India? They don't want counseling.
It's not about that. Like right now, like I will have to connect this to something else for you, because if that did not happen in my life, I would not be in filmmaking. I would not make the movies on mental health. Like all my movies are based on men's mental health. So being in that part of, if that didn't happen, I wouldn't advocate men's mental health as much. Right. So yeah, initially my reaction was, I'm not talk to anybody. What's going to happen? What is this problem? Like, he's not going to give me a solution. It's a problem solving. Men are problem solvers, right? Men are not emotional.
Right.
Like if you tell me, oh, I'm feeling low, and I was like, okay, well, why don't you do this? Or why don't you do that? And you're like, no, that's not what I'm asking for. It's like, yeah, I don't know what you want from me. Because our default is to solve the problem. And women, they know how to solve the problem. they're not looking for a solution. They just want
Right.
to like,
Emotional support.
hear themselves, like,
Yeah.
why just sit with me and, give me space to
Yeah.
hear. And I was not that kind of a guy before all this happened, because, we're macho.
Right.
Men
Exactly.
don't cry.
Yeah. Kind of a human
Yeah.
being. Okay.
But going back to it, it was mentally hard. Then I realized like mental health is very important.
Yeah.
Like I cannot be in this state of mind and also be, doing what I need to do, because it will take you to a very dark place. Yeah.
Kudos to you for going through all this. Like, I mean, you're really strong to have, gone through all this and coming out stronger than ever before. Before I move on to your filmmaking, do you want to share any personal experience during this whole process of transplant that will help viewers in one way, shape, or form? Like, that one day this happened and it broke me. Good experiences or bad? Both.
I believe that I got a new kidney because of my daughter. That's what I believe. Because if I was alone, I don't think so I would get on the kidney. Because I was like, universe, like, mere saath kyun ho raha hai? Why is it happening to me? Like, why me?
Right.
Like, what did I do wrong? I've never done bad to any people. I'm a physiotherapist. I help people.
Right.
Like, why did you choose me to like give me
Go
this?
through all this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, why me? So first is denial. Then is anger. It's like, then you're like mad at everything. It's like, no, yeah, ho hi nahi sakta. Like, this is not even possible. And then, come to a stage of like, acceptance
Accepting
of this.
it. Yeah.
So if someone out there is going through it, I mean, depends, like, it's not an easy thing to go. I was one of the lucky ones.
Yeah.
Right. But I've talked to a lot of people who are on dialysis, because I'm a part of a group. And in that group, there is a lot of support, especially for mental health. If somebody's going through it, go on Facebook, find dialysis group in local community, find any kind of support talking group, people who are in dialysis. You sit down and talk about your challenges, because acknowledging your challenge will give you some sort of strength.
Yeah.
It will take you to the part of acceptance faster, and you will jump those phases of like anger, denial, because it has happened to you.
Yeah.
It is a hard time, but and do your research, right?
Yeah.
You have to be your own advocate.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's else going to be your advocate.
Yeah.
Any country doesn't matter. Your health is in your hands. If a doctor has given you something, take a second opinion, take a third opinion. Just have your support group with you, and just pray, and it will definitely you'll get the transplant.
Get through
and
it.
Exactly. So that's what I would say to somebody who's going through this right now.
Yeah. I've said this before, but I'm saying it again. Like, really kudos to you. It's not easy, even though it looks like, okay, you just have to go lie down, come back, transplant has happened. Such a smooth journey. But I know all the hardships that you might have or must have gone through your journey. So more strength to you.
Thank you.
But you mentioned, like, this is where the filmmaking part was born. Like, the seed was sown in your head.
The seed was planted. Planted, right? I didn't realize it was already there, because for me, like, making reels, and if I don't know if you see my page, maybe you get a chance.
I follow you on Instagram.
If you go all the way back to my transplant days, I was doing reels after the surgery in the hospital.
Oh, you were making reels in the hospital as well?
I was. So I got the transplant done. I was hooked up with this catheter. It was so painful, and my wife was busy, and I had this whole day sitting there. Like, there's only so much TV I can watch.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, doctor, when can I stand up and walk? Because I want to stand up and walk. He's like, yeah, you can stand if it is comfortable. And I stood up and I started walking the second day.
Oh.
And then I'm walking in the hallway, and I was making reels. I was making reels because I was like, okay, you know what? This is the starting of, I would say, a second life.
Right.
And then I made that reel and it got a lot of like appreciation, and it's like, okay, good, and blah blah blah. And after my recovery, I went through therapy because
Mental health therapy?
yeah, I went to some therapy sessions, and we discovered a lot of stuff because it's a lot to process. And then now you come out of it, doesn't mean that you did not store that trauma in you.
Right.
You still have to talk about it, right?
Right.
And in that, we discovered, like, you know what? I would love to just pursue this now because that's who I was to begin with in the first place. Even in the school and my high school, my university days, like this is always there for me. It was always there for me, but I never exploded because of life. Coming to Canada, making life yourself, and then financial burdens and all that stuff.
Right.
But after this, I was like, this is what I should be doing. So how I started is I just went on Facebook, and then I started looking for auditions, like where I can audition for films and stuff. And then I went to my buddy and I said, hey, can you take some headshots? Like, they're requiring like pictures of your face. I could take a headshot. Let's just do that. So I was submit my headshots to this and that. And then I got featured in a small role in a Canadian feature film.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was very excited because, wow, I got the role. I auditioned for it. So that's how it started. I did that role.
What movie was this?
Can't tell you the name of the movie. It's still not out yet.
Okay. But what year was this?
Was this 2022?
2022.
2022. Okay. Not 2022, 2023. 2023. And then I said, okay, I'll take this seriously then now. Then I started thinking about some ideas of like how we can make better reels, and like my content became more about like mental health awareness, like, and all that stuff. And eventually I was like, okay, well, let's do a short film. So that's where I did my first short film.
You made it.
I made it, yes.
You were the producer, director, actor.
Yeah, I was director, producer, actor, everything.
Okay. So, but then the subject was decided that you want to make it on men's mental health.
It was just mental health.
Okay.
Yeah. The movie's about like just talking about mental health. Like it's a small inspirational movie where you basically show somebody going through like the worst of the mental health crisis the person can go through. It also shows like it doesn't have to be a known person. It only takes one conversation or one person to give you a new perspective.
Yeah.
So that's the how the movie is all about.
Okay.
And then I went to Delhi and I had my whole crew team there. And when we shot the movie.
So you really took it seriously.
Yeah.
You went to India to shoot it?
I had to visit my family.
Okay.
But when I was visiting, while I was there, I had this idea in my head, and I wrote the script, and then I hired the screenplay, the cinematographer, the whole team. Yeah.
Okay. So how was this process of filmmaking? Because like, not coming from that background, how did you unfold, and how was that learning experience?
I was always wanted to be in acting because I always had that acting thing, and I used to practice a lot. But making a film was a very different experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was like being an actor, director. But the team I had for the movie Beyond the Bridge, if they were not there, we couldn't pull it off. Like all the kudos goes to my team, like Himanshu, the cinematographer, and his team. And even in Delhi, we had 15 people shooting overnight.
Yeah.
So we started the shoot around 7 p.m. We finished the shoot, I think 5 a.m. the following morning.
Oh, so you shot it like in one shot?
Yeah, it was all done in one evening, one whole night.
One whole shift, basically.
Yeah, and it was all done.
Wow.
Yeah.
So can you share some of the experiences? How was it shooting in India with so much people? How did you lock down the location?
Oh, we did a lot of work there. We found the location, and we had the scenes set up, and I had a lot of support from my family and friends. So, but the team was they did an amazing job. Like the artwork and the location setup, the lights, the help that you get in India. Like we had five people, five people just handling the lights, and we had the makeup artist team, and we have the audio team. It was just a gang of almost 16 people just to shoot, and then 3 cars. We were traveling in Delhi. Okay, we had to lock this location, and in India we needed permits because you can't just go and shoot anywhere.
Okay.
So we had to find this bridge where everything happens, right?
Okay, so that was your thought that I want to shoot it
on a bridge.
On the bridge.
On the bridge where, the whole story unfolds.
Yeah.
So we have to drive one full day around Delhi, around West Delhi, to find the bridge.
The perfect bridge.
The perfect bridge.
Okay.
We found the perfect bridge, and now it was like, oh, you can't shoot there because it's such a high traffic area.
Yeah.
And you need a license or a permit there. And then I was like, okay, well, you know how it works in India. It's like you know somebody who knows somebody
who knows somebody.
Right?
Right.
So with that process, we found a contact. So we're just going to have that contact on our phones. If something happens, we just call that person and it will be taken care of.
See, sometimes it works in your favor. Sometimes it doesn't.
A lot of things work on my favor that night. There was a scene where I'm walking in a small street. It's a gully, like
right. Very narrow street within the houses.
Very busy, and you can see all these lights at night, and there is like a temple in front. My scene was just some walking, and obviously this protagonist in the movie he's all zoned out. He's not himself, right? He's just like he's trying to finish his life or whatever. So my scene was just to walk straight and just look at one point and just be like dazed, And this is the main walking thing for you to do. The director said, it's a good idea to have smoke.
Co-director, you yourself?
There's a co-director.
Okay.
So I was like, I'm going to walk like this. You just shoot me in the front, and then we're going to shoot the back and this and that, whatever.
Right.
And the co-director was like, no, let's just why don't we bring smoke? Guy, that's a good idea. We should bring smoke. I'm like, where the hell are we going to get smoke? So guys, just wait. So he picks up the phone and is like, okay, he gets 4 guys on 2 scooters. And he comes within like 20 minutes. Everybody's there. And then they have these big metal bowls. They put coal, lit it on fire, and they wrap it with like metal wires. So the coal doesn't fall.
Right.
So before I am doing that walk, these 4 guys are rotating the coal, swinging it up in the air to create that smoke effect. And as soon as that happens, then I walk in the smoke. So it went to that
creativity on another level.
It was very, that's the one thing I remember that night. I was like, oh my God, they had this fire going on and they're blowing smoke on it. And then they just rotated really, really, really fast. And they said, okay, time to go. And then action, it's go. It's like zone. It's just one scene. And that's my favorite part of the whole film. Like, it's just like,
see, the only thing that 2 things that come to my mind is first is India is not for beginners. The memes that you see. Indian creativity is like beginners. Next level.
Yeah.
And when you say, there was a temple and you were walking and it was your last resort, some sort of your dozed off.
Yeah.
I only think of Amitabh Bachchan, when he goes to a temple, मैंने क्या बिगाड़ा है तुम्हारा sort of.
Yeah, no.
That sort of scene coming to my.
Yeah, and even the bridge, because we shot this at Diwali time.
Oh.
So I don't know if you know, there is something called Jeera Machhar.
Machhar?
No,
I don't
Jeera
know.
Machhar.
No.
It's a specific type of mosquito.
Oh.
Which only comes around that time of the year.
Oh, okay.
And at night time, you see the little mosquitoes on the light. So there's a bunch of like lights on the bridge. So there's one scene in the movie where I go and I go on the climb in the bridge and I have to stop at one point. So I'm stopping at one point and there's a light falling on my head. So I go and I stop there. And we didn't realize it while we were shooting it. But when the film came out, I saw, oh my God, that Jeera Machhar mosquito looks really good.
Oh, it gave a good effect.
You can see the light and you can see all these like mosquitoes on top of my head. So that effect we just came out.
Right.
So it was so good.
What is the name of the movie?
Beyond the Bridge.
Beyond the Bridge.
Beyond the Bridge. Yeah.
And is it available for people to watch?
Not right now. No, it's in the festivals right now. So I think it will be released at some sort of platform maybe next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
You haven't decided yet.
No, not
But
yet.
if people want to watch and when, they want to see all the smoke effects and the Jeera Machar effects,
Yeah, they want
they
to
should
see
follow you on Instagram. That's where you'll
Yeah, there are
announce.
some highlights on my page.
Okay.
So all these Jeera Machar effect and smoke effect, they can see it there for sure. Yeah.
Okay. But even when it comes on any of the platforms, you'll
Yeah.
announce it on your social media?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it will be there.
So
for
you
sure.
should follow him, not just for the content creation part of it, but also like he's doing amazing with filmmaking. And this movie that he's talking about has won 3 awards already. Do you want to talk about the awards? How did
Yeah.
that happen?
I actually had no expectations from this film because it was like a passion project for me. I wanted to talk about mental health, just put it out there for people and just to share my own story, right? Just to share my own story. So I thought, okay, we'll make the short film. But the production was very good. And then somebody suggested me, hey, this is actually a really good movie. Why don't you submit to festivals?
Okay.
And I was like, what do you mean festivals? Then I didn't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And there's like, oh no, there are film festivals where you submit your film and they judge you. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. I don't want to get judged. I don't know how good this is. But eventually I did it.
We always underestimate our own skills, right?
Yeah.
We never think how good we are.
Yeah. And confidence is not which comes when it comes to something like this, right?
Yeah.
So I submitted the film on a few festivals, and luckily it won an award in Vancouver. Won a short film, super best foreign short film in Niagara Film Festival, and then it won the best short film in Toronto Arts and International Film Festival.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
So how did you then end up actually sending your movie?
You can submit that.
How did you build the confidence? Like, okay, let me do it.
I didn't had any confidence, so I was just like, okay, it's a shot in the dark.
Right.
It's shot in the dark. It's like, you know what?
What's the worst that could happen?
Exactly. What's the worst? They would not select it.
Exactly.
Or nothing will come out of it. And it's like, it's worth the shot. And I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
So I went to the festival. My parents were visiting, and I just wanted to have that moment of like, proud parent moment.
Right.
And I took my friend with me. So
this was in Toronto?
It was in Niagara.
In Niagara? Yeah.
So we spent the whole weekend there, and I just wanted to show them that, the big screen, and my parents, I still have a picture where they're watching it. I'm taking it from behind. So I'll have that frame in my office. That was the moment I went all the way. But the following day, they called me. It's like, hey, you have to be there for award ceremony. It's like, okay, sure, we'll be there. And there'll be food and other stuff. It's like, okay, do we have to? It's like, yeah, you should be there. I said, okay.
Obviously, you won the award.
But you don't know. Everybody attending the festival, they just sit there for award ceremony. And
okay, so you didn't know you won the award?
No, we didn't know that. We just went for the festival.
Right.
To just watch my movie on a bigger screen.
Right.
And when my parents were visiting, so I was like, okay, yeah, do you want to go to Niagara? And they haven't seen Niagara Falls. So I was like, this is perfect. You guys are here. I'll travel Niagara Falls, and then you can just watch your son on the big screen.
Okay.
And it will be like a nice moment for me. But it won 2 awards there. So I was like, okay, well,
such a pleasant surprise.
It was great.
Yeah. I thought you already knew you won the award.
It was total surprise. I was like, there were so many films. There were 600 films.
Yeah.
Submitted there. I was like, ooh.
How does that make you feel? Like out of the 600 movies that were submitted, yours was the chosen one.
I think it definitely gives me some sort of confidence, when you get recognition from the people of the industry. So it's like, okay, maybe it's a good thing I'm going the right direction.
Right.
So yeah, it does feel pretty good. It just boosts your confidence. So
right.
Yeah.
Also, it validates at some point that, you have that in you, the skills that are needed. Maybe direction or...
No, validation is important.
Yeah.
Right. Especially this is new. So we don't know. I started late. Right. I wish I was started like long time ago. But
there's always the right time.
Yeah.
This whole journey was meant to happen. And when you talk about late, I always think of Boman Irani and like big actors like that who also started so late, but they have done so amazing.
Yeah. I
So
mean, there's I wish I would have started early, but you know what? This is probably my time.
this is the right time.
I'm just gonna keep at it. I'm gonna keep working at it for sure. Yeah.
So were you able to attend like all the awards, the 3 awards that you win?
I attended. I received the 2 when I was there, but the one I missed, my friend went to grab the award. Yeah.
Okay.
And then she's mailed me the trophy and the certificates. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is next? Like now that you know you have it in you, what are your future?
Next is a little bit of more bigger projects.
Mm-hmm.
So working on few films as we speak.
Okay.
We'll just have to set up some shoot dates and then, just make more films now.
Amazing. Your journey is like incredible, like coming from such a low point in the life.
Yeah.
And where you almost lost hope, but then coming to the red carpet, winning awards, and it's almost like your second life.
Yeah, it's
and such an amazing second life.
Second chance.
Second chance, yeah. But while you're going through all this, your kidney transplant, even dialysis, there is always 2 sides. You're in pain, your struggle. Your struggles are different.
Yeah.
But there is also your family that is struggling.
Yeah.
Because all they can do is help and try and support you. Yeah. But they have their regular life going on.
Yeah.
And like I've seen this, people, you might sometimes even feel guilty for enjoying some moments of your life.
Yeah.
Like eating good food.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, my husband is there or my father is there and he's not able to eat, but I am eating this food.
Yeah.
So your family is going through a different struggle as well.
Yeah.
How did your family cope with this?
So for my family, it was just me, my wife, and my daughter here.
Yeah, right.
I think guilt is something which I had to deal with a lot
exactly.
Because I just felt like a burden, right, to the family. So every month, every few weeks, there was a point where we would go online, Alberta Health, and I would go for blood tests. I would check, and then I literally remember like we would put our daughter to bed, and we'll sit on the stairs, and then I'll say, and it's like, can you check the result this time? If it is my kidneys 15%, is it 18% this time? Because I did so many good things. I drink the green juice. I didn't do anything bad. I'm like watching everything. So there was always like little hope that was always there whenever we check it's just like checking like exam results.
Right.
It's like a big result or some like, because your life depends on it. Mm-hmm. And then every time we did it, we got disappointed. Right. And then my energy level declined very, very fast. Like my daughter was like, oh, let's play, let's do this. And I would just come home and I would just lie down and crash because there's nothing left in the tank.
Right.
So my wife, she did a lot. Like she just took care of everything. She took care of my daughter's routine, and plus she was working full time. So I think I went through a lot of guilt with that. But our partners, our families, they are going through their own struggles.
Exactly.
Right? Nobody's ready for this. I don't think so anybody's ready for any kind of situation like that, where one of the family member is going through severe health crisis. It could be kidney dialysis. It could be, being a handicap or, just challenge.
Yeah.
Right? So she was going through her own struggles where she was also in a survival mode. Like a mom mode, like, I need to take care of my daughter. I need to take care of my husband. So she did a lot. Yeah. And then obviously we process it together as a family after it was all done. So talking about it is very helpful. So it's hard. Plus my parents were not here.
Yeah.
I was rage. I was very mad with the whole situation because, I'm here, dialysis is happening. Your family is your family. It's like, your mom and your dad, your brother and sister, like there's nobody here. Friends are friend,
Yeah, exactly.
And then I would just feel like really, really bad that, I can't like play with my daughter for as long as I want. I don't have the strength to like carry her and do all other stuff. I would just be like tired, very, very tired. Yeah.
Right. But are there any resources or help available for your family? Who was there like to support your family when need be?
Just, I think this is community, right?
Okay.
It takes a village to, keep a
Raise
family,
kids,
raise a
yeah.
kid. So it also takes a village to help a sick person in the community,
Yeah.
right? So she would reach out to her friends and, just any kind of support. Like obviously family was there. Everybody's talking on the phone all the time,
Right.
checking on me. So I think having those close supporting system, people should be there. And we had those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good for you.
Yeah.
In especially times of crisis, it really helps having that sort
Yep.
of support from the community.
Yeah.
But now that you have come out of all this, how are you maintaining your healthy life? What is your routine? Like, what do you do especially to take care of your body?
Main thing I do is exercise.
You do.
Right. So my routine starts at like 5:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So because we have such a busy life,
Yeah.
because I'm running clinics and seeing my patients, plus our daughter is now 6 years old. She has a school routine and everything. So I'm in the gym usually 4 or 5 times a week, 5:36 in the morning. I come home, have like a diet plan, just a healthy diet plan, eat as healthy as you can. And then I do almost like a lot of walking.
Okay.
You just have to maintain your health.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to build some muscle because, you have to build muscle to kind of for a movement support. So focusing on that for the last few years. And luckily that is good now. So as long as you maintain a healthy life, you're really good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
So you do religiously go to the gym
I have no
4 or
choice.
5 times a week.
I have no choice. I have to go.
Right.
Yeah.
But what advice, as a physiotherapist, as a person who has gone through so much in your health, you would want to advise the viewers, like who take their health for granted, especially in this kind of time and age where people are only at their desk.
Yeah.
And they're just complaining that I don't have enough time to work out. I can't do this. Maybe I'm standing for half an hour. That's more of an activity for me and it's done.
Yeah. I would say just when you are old, don't think about like, I'm going to lose weight. Don't think like, I have to fit in a particular clothes. I have to like look slim and all. Don't think about that. I would say think about how strong you are. Because after 40 years of age, you start losing a certain percentage of muscle in your body. After 70, 80 years, the only thing which keep you stronger is your muscles. So if you're going to the gym, you're lifting weights, you're building muscle. So you're building strength. So when you are older, you're able to walk and do things like standing, bending, walking. It all requires muscle, right? So the more muscle you have, the more you burn fat, the more fit you are, the more strong you are. And, fitting in right clothes and looking nice is just like a byproduct.
Right.
That should not be the main goal.
Right.
Main goal should be being strong.
Right.
And all the other benefits will come. I'm not saying don't enjoy life. Obviously, I go out, eat, drink, and do everything.
Yeah.
But just find a balance.
Right.
Too much of everything is, not good.
Right.
Too much of working out is also not good. Too much of dieting is also not good.
Yeah.
Too much of anything is not good.
Anything is not exactly. There has to be a balance.
Yeah, if you love to eat a lot of food, just exercise it out and just balance it out. Yeah.
Right. So another question that I wanted to ask is, a lot of people feel like a lot of people feel like they have to make a choice between a professional career and then doing something like a passion project or in creativity, even if they want to do it. So what would you want to say? How are you able to do this?
So I think for the passion and the career thing, I was like, career was obviously the most important thing because, that's going to pay the bills. And then it was very financially focused. Like you have to make it in your life, right?
Right. Yeah.
So, and then once you're able to achieve that, you're at a comfortable zone, then I was able to, focus on the passion. But my confidence was very low when it comes to it has always been low because we never focused on it. Right. So if I have to tell somebody pick career or passion, just pick one and just give your all into it, because I think money will come eventually. but a lot of it's a personal choice. For me, if I had to go back and decide what I was supposed to do, I would probably switch it.
Okay,
I
you
would probably switch it, right? But it didn't happen for me. So now I feel like I'm playing catch up a little bit more.
Right.
So passion or career, passion could be the career, or everybody's different. For me, it is now, so I can focus it on now.
Right, because you have grown so much in your professional journey, anyways.
And it's not too late. They say like first 30 years is just research, and then life starts after that.
After 30, I totally believe that.
It should be research, right?
Yeah, right.
Because you're figuring so much out,
Yeah.
And once you figure out, then you know exactly what you want, and then you can follow that.
Work towards it.
So I think I was lucky to, given the other situations going up and down, but you still have to come out of it and kind of follow that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But all your experiences in filmmaking, in your personal life, in your health journey, how does that perspective help you? Because you also work in a people-centric profession, be it physiotherapy or filmmaking, you work with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Does that experience influence your other work?
Yeah, it helps a lot because I work with people. I'm a physiotherapist. So people don't come to me when they're happy, right?
Right.
People are coming to me when they are in pain. Or, they have a lot going on. The pain has affected their life, chronic pain, or they're going through a big injury. And when anybody goes through that, we are not the people who are like, they're coming very happy, right?
Yeah.
So for me, when I'm talking to these people, you can see how a person in pain would talk to you. So it's not, you're not acting. So I've seen very closely with my patients. And then for me, acting is basically playing their emotions, but it's not very dramatic. There's a difference between acting and just showing emotions, right? So if somebody has to cry, it's not like, oh, there's a cry. No. The moment before crying, that is your acting.
Right.
Crying itself is not the acting.
Right. Your facial expressions before.
Yeah, when you are sad, you're not crying all the time.
Right.
You just have a sad face.
Exactly.
And you still talk normally. So I've started noticing these, and then I think that just kind of sits with me. So when I'm playing a role, I know, okay, you know what? This is more natural. This is not acting. You're just being that person. Like, how would you be that person?
Okay.
So the people were like, it's just like, a lot of like heavy stuff in the movie comes from me. It's like, okay, I've seen that expression.
You are better able to portray those emotions because you see them in your daily life so often.
Yeah.
And the creative mind of yours is like, oh, this is the expression I have to.
It just sits on me subconsciously and be like, oh yeah, this is good.
Right.
So I can maybe use this filmmaking
as an inspiration.
Yeah.
So you have inspiration throughout your day.
Because we have conversations. I work with some kids. I work with concussion patients who are suffering with head injuries, and I also do some consultations and education for the parents when they come. Right. So you can see like the pain. You can see the struggle, and then you just sit and talk to them. They open up. They say, oh, wow, there's a lot here.
Right.
There's a lot here. Like, the mom is the only one taking care of the child. The dad is kind of checked out because he doesn't know how to express himself. It's like, so when a conversation with dad doesn't really go anywhere, but the mom is like, no, I feel the pain. Stories are all around us all the time.
Right.
So it's happening all the time. And even characters are all around us all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So the way you talk, then the way I talk is different.
Right.
So you have your own personality. Like you could be a character.
Right.
So in the filmmaking, just we're telling stories which are happening around us all the time. Right. So I think my profession is lucky because I see different people
all the time,
every single day.
Yeah.
And I have different kind of conversations with them. So it's helping me learn more to show like human expression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, when you are, I can understand because I'm able to relate. As a content creator, when I have to edit stuff, I do a lot of editing. But when I watch a movie or a show or something, and I've said this before, I'm always looking at the editing. How is this video being edited? Why did I like this scene so much? Because they have done this effect.
Yes.
This is what they've done. That's how
Yeah.
I am. So,
Yes.
that is exactly you, but maybe
Yeah.
in an actor or director's perspective.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the expression, this is the sad
Yeah.
expression that
Yes.
they are giving is what I
Yes.
need to replicate.
It's what's going on in the mind.
Right.
Will show it in your eyes.
Right.
That's what it is. Like I told you about the smoke scene.
Right. Yeah.
So if you see that scene in the movie in the big screen, it looks magical. It's just like
Right.
it catches the emotion of the protagonist very, very well. It's like, okay, he is dazed, and the smoke means he's dazed, and the slow walking, and the angle. It's just it comes out
having
differently.
lived in India, I can almost like see the scene in front of me.
Yeah.
That one street light in the entire dark.
Yeah.
That one man walking.
Yeah.
The smoke around. I can almost like see the scene right in front of my eyes.
Yeah.
So, one last question I wanted to ask you is: having lived your life with so many experiences, good, bad, sad, happy, everything, what is one thing that you would want to keep the same if you had a second chance to live your life all over again? What would you do the same? And what is one thing that you would want to change? Like, okay, I would do this differently.
I would probably keep everything the same.
Yeah.
Right. But I would just change one thing in me to be like more hopeful. Because I remember I was not very hopeful. So everybody will have struggles. Like mine is different. You probably have a different struggle. Everybody's going through their struggles. But when you are going through the struggles, you're not very hopeful.
Yeah.
Everything works out in the end doesn't come easy to you until it actually works out in the end.
Yeah.
So I think what has happened in my life has made me who I am.
Yeah.
But I wish I was just more hopeful during that time to like go through it much nicely.
You've still done an amazing job. You're here now.
I'm here now, yeah.
Yeah. But it was amazing talking to you.
Yeah.
Your journey has been like so inspiring in so many different ways. And this is why I love doing what I'm doing because I get to learn so much and talking to people like you. And because education doesn't only come from books, it is like conversations like these that teach you so much.
Yeah.
And I'm just fortunate. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Yeah. Thank you for having me. It was good.
Yeah. And for the viewers, I hope you enjoyed and got to learn something from this episode. So much around mental health, filmmaking. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe if you haven't already. All the details related to Manas, his Instagram, his clinics, I'll link that in the description below. And I'll see you in the next one.